This is part two of the steps towards healing. Remember, this was actually inspired down there from you when we had that meet, that barbecue at your place.
At my crib?
Really? At your crib on 4th of July. Remember you asked, what's the step towards healing? How do you know which steps you gotta take towards that? And I took it, man, and I went home and I searched, my spirit, and I searched the word of God, and I talked to him, and I kind of, prayed and was led by the Holy Spirit. And he kind of took me through my process a little bit. Not a little bit, thoroughly. Took me through my process. So, to help me understand, how I did my journey towards healing. And like I say, I'm still healing. I think healing is a lifetime journey for us, especially us as black men. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean nothing wrong. It just means that it's a humbling experience. And it's even better when you have other people that join you in the experience. When you have a group, a collection of other men that's like-minded, driven for the same passion, helping you in this experience through life, in this healing process as we do as men, and as black men and young black boys. I think it's so special and so powerful and so epic. But we did step 1 through 5 last week. We didn't get to, because it was so powerful and intense. I wrote some notes from some of the steps and some of the stuff we talked about. But we'll go over 1 through 5 again, and then we'll finish 6 through 10. But I just want us to talk about it and elaborate. And if anybody feel like, hey, something's missing, or we need to add this in, or this shouldn't be in, or, whatever, we have that. This is not, set and sealed and set in stone. It's just, a template, basically. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like we need to have steps for a young brother, or for even an older brother, or for any brother. Like, man, I'm trying to get my mind right. Man, I want to stay focused. I want to stay positive. But man, something just keep triggering me, or keep calling me back, or keep, getting me, riled up, or I just can't get it together.
What I hear a lot, brother that we're doing the garage for, he confirms it, he says it a lot. Even when we're not like in that place of hurt, what I hear, and what I've said it myself, because when you hear that phrase point, just trying to figure it out. I feel like that's kind of like a indirect way of saying everything that you just said. Whenever you say like, man, just try to figure it out, I feel like that's, at least for me personally, like I feel like that's a call to that. So that
I think it's a cry for help.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because we don't come out and say, man, I need some help.
Yeah.
I'm struggling, man. You know what I'm saying? We do the opposite.
I'm good.
Right? We say other stuff, man. Same shit, just different talk. You know what I'm saying? Same old. We survive.
All that. All that.
How do we kill that mindset? The brother right here in the chair with the dreads, Anwar, sat in my room, sat in my crib, and he told me, man, the relationship between men, I don't really know how to address it. I don't really know how to talk to a man. And vulnerability and brokenness, right? How do we get to that space? Because if we can get to that space, especially for that young man, I think there's some intimacy here in the room that can heal immediately. Immediately. How do we get away from that cool shit?
Honesty.
How do we get away from that,
It's just, everybody gotta be honest, with yourselves first, and then you'll be able to be honest with other individuals. That's how I look at it though. Like, I wanted to let y'all know, man, I've been pumping so much positivity out. Yesterday, I'm eating breakfast. I had some salsa. I eat my omelets with salsa on them, right? We got salsa from some Aldi's. Why? I find a shard of glass in that salsa, a nice size. I thought it was a onion It went undetected, got in my mouth. Thank God I didn't swallow it. Man, the devil is a liar, man. He tried to get me. I'm like, if I would have swallowed that glass, it would have shredded my intestines coming out. I would have been through. I would have bled to death. Man, I just was like, oh my goodness.
Just trying to throw me
Crazy.
all
Crazy.
kind of ways.
I made a Facebook status about it. I'm like, wow, the devil is a liar, man. But I've been doing my church show for 2.5 years. I did this on my own. I just decided to do it. I became a volunteer at Northwest Community Television and been doing my show ever since. It was after the tragedy.
Okay.
And you know, I was at that fork in the road. I could have went left. I chose to go right. And that drove me deeper into church. And so with that, I just put my all into this project, which was my church show. And I've been doing it ever since, man. And God is so good. I'm just here to let y'all know, man. Just whatever y'all doing, keep doing it, man, because God got y'all doing it for a reason. If y'all glorifying Him, you know what I'm saying?
I honestly believe, like, that's where we started right there. That's why what he said is like, we have to become entities of positivity. You know what I mean? Once we're able to kind of, you know, even if it's just a few of us right now, we can show others how to become positive in their lives, and they can show other people how to become positive in their lives. Unfortunately, that's probably the best way it's going to work, because ain't nobody going to believe it unless they see it. You know what I mean? Most of the people that, you know what I mean, I call it a sickness, you know, honestly, it's a healthcare epidemic in my eyes. A lot of us are suffering. I mean, we never had the opportunity to really take a couple of days off to really think about healing ourselves. We constantly got to get up every day. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta go live, I gotta go to work, I gotta pay the light bill, I gotta pay the cell phone bill, instead of just being just a couple of days, a few days where we just relaxed and actually sat with our families and discussed some of the things that we discussed without nobody leaving the house. Like, it's gonna take that moment of just sitting down. You know what I mean? Because everybody got their own agenda. As soon as they wake up in the morning, families broke apart. Kids going to daycare, kids going to school, mom going to work, dad going to work, dad going to crank. Whatever's going on, everybody has that mentality when they first wake up. They got to separate. So they never had an opportunity to sit down and really discuss some of the real issues that we face. You know what I mean? Actually, in a positive way, so that after those few days, there's a sense of
I wonder what it would look like we overlove, right? What it would look like we overlove, like starting with ourselves. I mean, genuine, not faking. Not just when I see you, I'm smiling at you. Not that. But overlove, even when it hurt, like even if you don't feel like it. What would that look like just in a typical day, especially with a group of men, just over-loving on Kane? You know, I'm trying to push myself to that level, you know, to go on my phone, what's up, what you doing? I know your Achilles, that's an issue. You know, I try to over-love. Like, I'm not saying I'm good, but I'm trying to imagine myself going to that place, you know, the church, God aside, because I think love is the definition of it all. Church or God, but if we lack the ability to share that between each other, then it don't matter. It really don't matter. How do we, first off, when we have the conversation, start with self-love. If you can't love yourself, be in love with yourself, it's very difficult to love somebody else. It's very difficult to love somebody else.
Yeah. The scripture said, man, if your eye is bad, your whole body be bad. And, you know what I'm saying? The eye is basically, you know what I'm saying, the lamp of the body, right? So now with our eye, we see, we perceive things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We visualize and perceive certain things. Like someone can look at this circle and see something different, you know, because they're stereotyped. Another person will look at the circle and see something different and look see kings, and the other one you would see hoodlums, you know what I'm saying? One got his hat cocked to the back. But perception is everything. Perception is connected to our experience in life, the way we even look at ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's connected to our self-perception. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the scripture say, man, if your eye is bad, if your perception is bad, as of darkness, your whole body will be lit in darkness. You understand what I'm saying? You can't have half and half. You know what I'm saying? Your perception gotta be on point. And that's in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, we always gotta work to help build that positive perception. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from negativity, coming from, you know what I'm saying, a lot of trauma, coming from, you know, the hood, coming from poverty, coming from chemical dependency, drug abuse, alcohol, you know what I'm saying, violence, domestic, you know what I'm saying, that plays a big part of our perception, our reality, you know what I'm saying? You know, our reality, you know what I'm saying, is what we see every single day. Subconsciously, we're not even knowing. But the answer to all this, man, is to envision, become visionaries like we're doing now. When you're able to see beyond your present circumstance, it does a 4-letter word called hope. You know what I'm saying? And if you have hope, you have enough courage and strength to overcome any circumstance. Because if you don't have hope, man, you're just destitute. You know what I'm saying?
What's the last one I'm gonna say? What's a good foundation, strategy, principle to look to hope? Like, cause today some people are doing good things. You know what I'm saying? Like a real thing. What's a good way to really look at that in spite of?
Can I take a shot at that? Man, I wish you was in the room. I think as far as you got, I think you hit it on the head. I really do. Having that space and that opportunity, not only for families, but whoever a part of the community or whoever wants to like try to take advantage of that to see how real it is, but having that space just to breathe. Because when he said that, it kind of hit close to home to me. Like if you think about it, from departure on one land to landing on another land, it's just been go for us. People, and because of us, other people got that chance to be able to be like, I'm gonna just do me, I'm gonna do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's what built the Industrial Revolution, if you think about it. That's what made this thing power. We were the engine that powered that. And to this day, we're still just go. It's been done since, what, 18 something? Probably before that, but we still just have this go mentality. I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta feed. Even when we had farms, it was like, I gotta strut while daddy was up till 5, didn't go to sleep till 10 at night. You know what I mean? Like, and even when it's not like that, it's just go. Like, bro just had an anxiety episode earlier that I didn't even know about, so that's the medicine he was going to get to.
He had it over 1 year right now.
Yeah, did you tell, right?
Yeah.
And that's from that goal, that some of the anxiety that we deal with that we don't even know where it's coming from. It's just that I really agree with that. I feel like that's something.
And then we medicate that too. That's an issue. We medicate those things.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, cover it up.
Alcohol, drugs. Yeah, young kids, man. Youngsters, man.
They're getting younger every day.
They popping Xanax, they sipping.
Whatever.
Yeah, lean,
whatever.
codeine, all that. All day. Got a cut, man. Trying to get numb for real. But I think how we generate hope, we're doing it right now. The only thing we need to do now is take it out from this room, become more visible day to day. Share with more and more brothers. Bring more brothers to the table. Just, help give them the light so they can see and discover. You know what I'm saying? Because being positive is very hard. A lot of people want to be positive because they want to change their life, but holding on to that negativity, that bitterness and hatred, is a safety blanket. It's a comfort. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach our brothers how to let it go. And that's come from unity, man. If we can like once before, create a village atmosphere, be the pillars of our community, come together as one, help my brother, you know what I'm saying? Most of y'all know, man, I go out my way, I try my best to be there when my brother comes, man. When the brother needs something. And y'all, and there's a lot of y'all that do it for me, but because, you know, this is the spirit that, you know, I want to implement, especially in the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You know, because this is what we need to develop and implement as men, as black men, because it's one thing we haven't truly consistently done before. And that's what's going to give hope for the youngsters, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, they real recognize real. These youngsters know the real, you know what I'm saying? They real recognize real, but they just not saying it. You know what I'm saying?
We have to set the positive example for them to know, so that way they know how to go about it.
Say down the Jersey. Yeah,
Well, we got to set a positive example so the youngsters know how to go about it properly while following our lead.
Like, look, this good men in here, man. You know what I'm saying? There's good brothers in here, man. And
Even
look,
in this room at this table, my heart is heavy. I feel that sometimes the most quietest people in the room have a lot to offer to the room. And I think to be just real square, you two brothers got a story that would really inspire me, whether if you put it on the table or not today. I think that whether the conversations that we had caught y'all or not, I would just like to hear from your heart. Don't gotta be today. It could be over time.
A lot of what's being talked about, we talk about a lot.
Straight up.
Because just in our family alone, there's so many, okay, I was in school, he's at school, his brother's at school. You know what I'm saying? And we always stay with each other, okay, gotta get up, gotta do this. Even my oldest son, mom, is at school. You see what I'm saying? We gotta do it. We all in each other ear. Gotta keep this going. Gotta do. Now, if we doing this and we grown, we're so hard about getting one of these little guys ear. That's why I was quick to say, show them something. Don't just tell them, you can do this, you can do this. No, look, it only take, this all it take now. Yeah. You do it. Now, once he got his hands on it, I know this for a fact because it works for me. Once he got his hands on it and he do it 2-3 times, it's a piece of cake. In his mind, as long as he got that mindset that it's a piece of cake. My grandma told me this. Whatever you do, be the best at it. I was running the streets, be the best at it. So if I can do that and actually do it successfully, unsuccessfully, meaning I was successful doing it, then I went to jail. So that ain't no success in that.
Unsuccessful.
You see what I'm saying? I'm getting paid $45 a month. If I can get paid $45 a month, I get paid $45 an hour.
That's right.
So with my mindset being that way, I feel I can drill it in a kid without having to, what's the word, drill sergeant it.
install it.
Right.
Install it.
Piece by piece. Like there's a commercial, that's one of these credit commercials, they say you become a pro at it by constantly practicing and going through it. I'm with it.
I agree with that. You speak from the heart, man. That resonated.
I got kids. My oldest son is 21. The next to him is 18, and he got a son. You see what I'm saying? So my focus is, if I can't set myself up for success, I can at least get one of them the tools, and he can turn in turn pass it down to my grandson who can actually see the success.
Right.
So I know my son ain't gonna actually see it, but he can be the starting foundation from what I actually installed in him. And if I can get my son to do it, I'm pretty sure I can get his friend to do it, who can in turn get his brother to do it, who can in turn get half their crew to do it.
Yeah. Lead by example.
That's all it takes,
Yeah.
man. You know, and then another component we need to add in there too, consistency. We known the startups. It ain't like I was talking to an old civil rights cat. You know what I'm saying? Just the other day, just the other day, man, because, you know, he wanted to sit down with me and pour into me, you know, and I like, you know, picking the brains of these older cats, man, older statesmen, because they've been there and done it. But I think one thing that we haven't done is the consistency too well. You know what I'm saying? We start up stuff, we get things going, we get things running. You know what I'm saying? We make a little bit of an impact, and then we pull back. And I believe some of the reason why we do that because discouragement too. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like things are changing fast enough. You know, circumstances are still the same. The community is still destitute. People still killing each other. Drugs still being brought to the community. So that makes people, over time, it wears you down, make you, you know, pull back. And the reason why I say that because I, you know, working in public school system, I know how it is. Every day you tell these kids, you trying to stall on these kids, and you trying to help these, and then they do something stupid. It's like, oh, this, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? They make you just, sometimes the best teachers make them want to be like, man, I don't even like my job today. You know what I'm saying? But it takes real courage to keep that consistency piece. And I know, like, Garnier, you young. You know what I'm saying? You a firecracker. You got a whole bunch of energy. You know what I'm saying? You got what's the word I'm looking for? Start with a B. Zeal. You got a lot of zeal. You got a lot of zeal.
Not Z,
I said B, but it really starts with Z.
Okay,
You got a lot of zeal.
When I look around, bro, like,
Zeal. And that's good. No, listen, that's good.
Listen to me. When
That's
I look
good.
around,
So
I
we
see
need
perfect.
that.
I see perfect. A lot of people see pain and hurt and problems, and even in the words that you said I can't see it, and my son can't see it. I don't even believe that to be true. I see perfection when I see. You know what I'm saying?
What I mean, I'm talking about as far as true success. And he can look back and say, I actually did that. Now, considering the fact that I started late and trying to give it to him.
Right.
His startup is late. So let me get this train going so I can get him the reins.
What's the definition of success? What do you call it? What
He can look back, he can look at his life and see where he came from and what he done did and been through and what he done brought with him. You see what I'm saying? Like my cousin, for example.
Yeah.
We done been through hell and hot water. I done went upside his head because he don't want to listen, but in turn he ended up thanking me because he realized why I was on. You see what I'm saying? And so when he went back to Chicago and I went to school, he had that still with him, like, man, it's like everybody say, what would Jesus do? Some people look at us as a family member like, what would my cousin? They put a knot upside my head if I done this. I ain't even finna go that route. You see what I'm saying?
You need somebody like that
in 300 each you think you're gonna live for the next 365 days?
No.
You think it might be over for you in
I don't.
365
There's
days?
no guarantee.
There isn't any guarantee, but I believe you can master anything. You're a different person. There's a lot of people in the room, but you have a different energy. No matter how you phrase that or word that, I think you have a different energy that is meant and destined for greatness. You even just told a success story. I think I didn't grow up with a dad. I didn't grow up with a mom either. I think you have something, whatever this energy is that I feel in you is perfect. People need it. They need the truth in that. I think that needs to touch a lot of hearts. Whether that needs to be marketed, media, pictured, whatever it is, but that needs to be given because I think that legacy, if you don't make it through the next 65 days, will live on, right? And to me, that looks like success for just my life, cuz life, son life, his son life. So I'm about that. I come to groups like that. So to get that, I might have been looking for you. I might have needed what you had to say to that. You know what I mean? I might have needed that, and just for me to need it, and I'm kind of doing good. I'm kind of getting my mind out the hood and doing okay. I'm just 29, but it's people who really need it. People who really, really, really need it. You know what I mean? Really, really. I mean, for real. My man probably sitting all the time. Really need it. Really need it. You heavy, bro. And success is already in you.
And with the program thing, I know, like you're saying, the applications and everything, we started recruiting that too. got a whole school season to get in as many heads as possible.
And man, I'm glad you mentioned school. The school and the park board we're trying to get into too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm developing a whole curriculum too. You know what I'm saying? Called Glory Bound. You know what I'm saying? Youth empowerment. You know, and that we can take to the school board, the park board. You know what I'm saying? And do throughout the year. You know, the African American Males Achievement Director, Mike, you know, he leads brothers like us, man. Come into the schools and, you know, do a group with these brothers. You know, whether it's twice a week, once a week, 3 times a week, you know what I'm saying? They lead that, you know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, maybe if we can set it up to where we're following up too, you know what I'm saying? Kind of having some type of connection and bridge with home, you know what I'm saying? Because we give these brothers this good food, this good nutrition, then they, for their mind, and they go back into the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about just staying consistent. And I know when we build this thing, especially this brotherhood, I think this is the foundation. For whatever outlet we end up doing, the foundation is, you know what I'm saying, our brotherhood. The foundation is black men coming together, unifying on one, you know what I'm saying, accord, one level, you know what I'm saying, building their community, becoming pillars of their community, not destructors of their community, but pillars. You know what I'm saying? Pillars are there to bring foundation, stability, sturdiness, protection, guidance. You know what I'm saying? We need to be, once again, the pillars of our community. Every community has men that are solid. The Somalian community, Ethiopian community, Asian, Mexican, they come and they got men in the home. If they're not in the home, there's, you know what I'm saying, they're connected to the home, providing in the home. You know what I'm saying? They're not stealing resources from the community. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, the Jewish, the whatever, they all have solid, you know, somewhat we would say solid men, you know, grounded in their community. You understand what I'm saying? You know, those uncles that are knock you up in the head, you know, I know, you know, those type of uncles that knock you in the head, you know what I'm saying, and papa that, you know, that ain't having that, you know, or, you know, big bro that's, you know what I'm saying, and sock you, but we've lost that, you know what I'm saying? We've lost that, and we just need to build it back up, and we need to build other things connected to that. Mentorship, economics, you know what I'm saying, youth development, you know what I'm saying, education, you know, environmental, you know what I'm saying, you know, just building other pieces that extend from solid men, solid black men coming together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just imagine it, man. You know, we're like 8 in here now. Tomorrow will be 80, 800 one day. You know what I'm saying? All brothers who are rooted in their community, all brothers who have trade, knowledge, or resources to bring to the table, all brothers who are fully functioning in their purpose in life, all brothers who are, you know what I'm saying, got this business set up here, or got this business set up here, or we building this resource here, or we building this resource here, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a threat if I'm just by myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I'm just by myself, I'm a threat. I mean, us united, we're a threat. But it's harder to get a body, it's harder to attack a whole body than it is to attack, you know what I'm saying, one member of the body. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the issue that's what we need to do.
Strength in numbers.
That's what we need to do. You understand what I'm saying? We all can be strong. We all can be kings. We have resources. We all leaders. We all can, you know what I'm saying? We all can be on the same level. You know what I'm saying?
Collective means a force to be reckoned with.
Exactly.
That's power.
Exactly.
That's power.
Man, we step to the table, any table,
It's
tell
power.
them, look, man, I need to change these books now.
We need to go.
You know what I'm saying?
We need to get into all that. Yeah, we gonna get into all that.
He say, put it up to him, give him my money,
Man, it ain't everywhere.
everywhere, bro.
You got to
Everything.
see.
Not like
I'm
that.
happy you mentioned that, because bro wasn't having it. He was
No.
you
Ready
trying to
to
go
pull
to
up.
We need more black-owned business.
Yeah, we're
Simple.
gonna plan that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we kick-started the junior, all the reflections.
Yeah.
We need to get them on quick.
Yeah.
So by next week, we probably, you know what I mean, should have some type of progress. And then I'm filling the emails. I'm sitting on here doing the math. Like,
You look at it, you guys do number. Oh, that's
doing the
marketing.
math. Like, okay, everybody, you know, we ship them out. Everybody put out, we got contacts. You know what I mean? Send out 10 to 20 contacts.
Do this for me, bro.
Run them
Give
back.
me an assignment. Like, I have so much going on with my plate. Once I know finish, just say, okay, yeah, this what you boom. I'm gonna come do my job. Like,
I know, I got you. I'm gonna do that tonight. I got a list of things that I need to do. I can't really tell you right now.
But specifically for you, we
Okay.
talking about.
But hey, real quick before y'all leave, because we didn't really go through the 10 steps, because that's how it is sometimes. We have ill conversation and dialogue. But let's just go through real quick. Everybody can read one, and we can do a quick elaboration on it. If not, if no need be, then we can move on to the next one. And then just just tell me, does this resonate with you? Do you feel this? Like, is this something that we can use as a guide for our young men and ourselves, even, you know what I'm saying, for our community? This is good for not even just men, but for women, because we are hurting people. We need to be healed. You know what I'm saying? So I started with one. Number one, I think the first step, the first level towards healing is recognizing that you have a problem. Taking accountability and humbling yourself. Recognizing I have an issue. A lot of people have a hard time doing that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Just recognize it. Anybody want to elaborate on that, or we go to the next?
Forgiveness for self and others. So that's being able to put all griefs and all griefs aside, man, and being able to move forward.
And also guilt and shame. Like, we deal with a lot of guilt and shame, you know what I'm saying, too, as men. It keeps us, hold us up.
So believe, faith. Obviously, that's it happens in the top three. It's up the utmost importance. Obviously, we're not going to go wrong unless we have that belief that we're going to get there, and that belief that we're going to get help through. We're going to get help or walk through by that one that we believe in. So I feel like that's pretty much the time all of it.
Gotta believe in something. Everybody in this world is struggling to believe in something. I don't care if it's a dollar bill, if it's a strip club, if it's a bottle. People believe in you. Everybody's trying to believe in something.
Right.
And I think without that belief in the process, you know what I'm saying, or in something positive, or whether it's God or what, you can't get to that.
I definitely would incorporate hope in that too, faith and belief. I have to incorporate hope in that.
Self-assessment, man. That's one of the biggest ones on there.
Right. Check yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself. Self-assessment. Why you think self-assessment is so important?
Man, I thought I had it figured out. All of my 28 years, I had the answer, man. I knew I did. You couldn't tell me nothing different. I had some money, I had some bills, I had some things, and so until I realized that my heart was wicked, nobody could correct me or lead me to a different path. I had to really say, okay, this ain't enough. I had to look at my life in hindsight and say, you haven't been enough. You haven't been a good steward over these 28 years, and I have really come to grips with that. Self-assessment, give you a new perspective.
I've been doing some self-assessment on myself too, because the last couple of weeks been challenging for me. And it seemed like this always happened, man, when I'm doing a lot of these events and doing this good stuff in the community, man. And I just realized that I still had more deliverance to do, more healing to do. And I think you know, when we feel like we arrived, it's when we realize that we still got a whole journey to go. You understand what I'm saying? So,
You made some progress.
yeah.
Keep moving.
Because I realized, man, the hardship of life, if we're on, I went ahead to get my car checked. You know what I'm saying? My front wheel. The mechanic told me something that just kept playing in my head over and over and over. And I did like I never heard this before. But then I applied it to my life and just, you know, my personal issues that I'm going through inwardly. I said, look, man, these tires take a lot of beating every day on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these tires take a lot of beating. And I thought about it like, gosh, man, we take a lot of beating every single day in life. You know what I'm saying? We take a lot of beating, a lot of stress, especially as men. You know what I'm saying? Let alone black men, we take a lot of beating. When do we ever stop to say, man, let me do some self-assessment, self-evaluation. Let me work on myself. Let me heal myself. Let me take a little time to meditate, to pray, to, you know what I'm saying, to do something to refresh myself, to fill myself back up. We never really do that. We wait till we feel like snapping and we snap. You know what I'm saying? You know, we wait till he gets to the tip and then boom. Yeah.
Seek knowledge and understanding, underlying issue or hurt. You kind of really just touched on that, just how to improve yourself, self-assess and improve yourself.
Yeah, did I hit both?
You did, yeah.
Bad. Discover the source of our healing. You know, whether it be scriptures, meditation, I hate that too, didn't I? Meditation, confessions, worship, therapy, counseling, you know what I'm saying? You know, regardless of, you know, the source of our, I think we need to really know the source of our healing. You know what I'm saying? And how do I overcome something? You know, what do I do? You know, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to use visualization, you know, confessions, whatever.
Action put into practice. This is key because I look at it like this. Every day I wake up, first thing I do, I praise God. I thank Him for me opening my eyes. And it's like routine with me. So I believe that you have to establish actions that you want to put into practice. Like I touched on earlier, I've been doing my show non-stop. 2.5 years now. It's like, that's all I'm about. I'm actually about to debut my second show, which I've been sitting on this idea for that 2.5 years. I'm about to debut this coming up. August 6th, I'm going to interview him and a couple more people.
Keynote the 21 days.
It's going down. It's going down.
Right now, he did it for 21 days.
It's going down. I've been doing it.
21 days make that.
Been doing this for 2.5 years. Grinding, just grinding. Learning that camera, learning to edit, produce, direct. I direct my mother-in-law's TV show. That's what I did today. I think we on like our 7th, 8th, maybe even 10th episode of that. I ain't even really, you know what I'm saying, tripping on that. I'm so into what God got me doing for myself. I'm just like, I'm so elated. I can't give Him enough praise. I'm just like, oh man, I'm showing my, not only my relatives, my nieces, nephews, cousins, all the little ones, giving them the, providing the proper example for them, but I'm doing it for the world. It's like He gave me this plateau to use accurately, and that's what I'm doing. That's what brings me here to meet you fellas, man.
I can hear the passion in your voice.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I'm on the verge of tears, man. If you, y'all already know, man, I'm talking about, man, man, my little sister got into that tragedy, and it's like I lost my nephew, and his daughter was my niece. You know what I'm saying? After we lost them, I lost you, and this is how I'm coming back. I'm attempting to come back from that. You know what I'm saying? And every day it's about. So you know, I'm a living example. I'm a living testimony. I'm a living testament. All that y'all can do, whatever y'all put your heart, mind to, put your heart in it. 110%, 2,000%, man. Just do it, man. Just do it.
That's amazing.
Every day is possible. We might not wake up. The way they doing us out here now, I'm like, man, it's all I can do is to get here, man. I'm like, Lord, let me get here. I gotta meet these fellas, man. I was so happy to leave that TV station and come meet y'all, man. And it's my pleasure, man. I can't tell you.
Important. Somebody important.
Y'all still feel important because y'all are important, man. Y'all are important, man. Y'all are important. Y'all are important. I can't move to real. I came here just to meet y'all, you know what I'm saying, for real.
Hey man, I'm glad that you came, because brother, you definitely need to be at the table as we see. And that message needs to go to the schools, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, help a lot of young people discover their passion behind the camera. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's deep. Your passion, your gift is helping you overcome.
Exactly.
Yeah. October, Joe Davis, all.
We was just at a mixer with them about
Straight up.
we said, yeah, we got some big
Look, that's what
Brother
we're
already on the
talking
phone.
about.
You bring out the room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So let's so where we at now? Action, put into practice. Number 8, what's the word?
Reconciliation.
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 Anybody want to elaborate on that one?
Reconcile. Reconcile the what's going on. Realize what's happening in front of you and you work on trying to improve. So you reconcile with your difference.
How does that apply with self? How do you reconcile with self?
Man, some of the things that you doing in your own personal life. You know what I mean? Like I know that's a couple of things I got going on in my life I might need to reconcile with. You know what I mean? But
Man, I'm
strong.
gonna tell you what the Holy Spirit gave me.
Hopefully it's close. Hopefully it's close, because I feel like it ties in with the forgiveness of self and others piece, but I feel like it's a two-part thing. I feel like the forgiveness of self and others is like, okay, let go, but obviously you all know that saying, you know, you forgive what you don't forget. So when you forgive, you let it go, but it lingers. You know what I'm saying? Like you build that guard, and your life kind of shakes around it a little bit. I feel like the reconciliation piece is giving it over and giving it away. So now that I'm at peace, I've forgiven myself and the others. I don't want to have to hold on to it in any shape or form. I can give it over into whatever mysterious power might be out there for them to deal with, and I can move on with my own in full. I feel like, at least to me, I feel like that's the
Close. So the reconciliation piece is bridging the gap in the relationships, building back up the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because in the process, you know what I'm saying, we hurt people. You know what I'm saying? We hurt mothers, disappoint siblings, spouses, you know, loved ones, whatever, right? And the reconciliation piece is important in the journey of healing, because, you know what I'm saying, if we're as good as the people that are around us, I'm a reflection of the people that surround me. You know, my legacy is the people that surround me, then my relationship will ultimately affect how I feel about myself as a man, my relationships with my children. It affects that, man. A relationship with our children, moms, you know what I'm saying, a spouse, you know, it affects the way we feel about ourselves. Think about it. Like when you were in your darkest closet or darkest moments, and you know the disappointment in your mom's voice and face, and you know Granny talking about, oh look, it hurt you as a man because you knew you were letting your people down. And as a man, we're so naturally built to be that leadership in our household. It affects us if our relationships are not right. So we have to reconcile. We have to reconcile relationships and build those back up, like trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you're in the domestic and now the woman's scared of you, the children's scared of you, so some of our brothers are doing it. We gotta reconcile that. You know, so I think that's very important when it comes to him.
Oh, I was just gonna say pretty much what you were saying, just how it go. Energy is not lost; it's merely replaced.
Yeah.
Negative energy is like you need to reconcile the negative energy in order to stay in a positive place. Once you get rid of it, then you ain't got to worry about it, man.
And all that's right. Makes it, yeah. This was a lifestyle of self-improvement, man. I quit my job just to focus on getting better than everybody around me. This is a lifestyle. I don't wear no other shirts. 5 bottoms, 2 pair of shoes. I'm gonna work for the next year. Just because I want to improve from how I hurt myself and others around.
That's dedication.
Yeah, I got somebody waiting on me.
Last one, teaching someone else the steps. So teaching someone else the same steps is the last one, right? You're teaching someone else.
See you next time,
You
guys.
be shooting in the gym.
See you next time, man.
Alright, so
We are just open the business, man. So, yeah, I got a business for 42nd and Fremont. They open up right now. So. I gave it to one of the females, man. It's a lady that's so, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sitting back.
I mean,
they got the business one showing up with the
like he
girls.
said, he done ran to me in a couple
This
of
is a TV show.
marches and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you know,
You got the TV show, man. The TV
we stay brainstorming about
Right,
trying to get
Either
something.
way, we'll brainstorm.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look,
He's gonna be back.
my
Like hands on
YouTube
deck.
is G.F.C.
My
Productions.
So that's
Got a Facebook like page.
The hands on deck is my idea, and it's like instead of being one company,
Everybody sign,
branch.
everybody sign.
Yeah, y'all signed in.
What you need, I can
Don,
do.
yeah, till the next time, brother. We're gonna catch
For
up,
example.
y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all be safe.
Come on, and I'll walk and talk with you.
You sign it?
Like, I'll be right back.
It's powerful.
Dang.
It's
That's
powerful.
how it be, man.
Yeah, man. I already know. I already knew.
When we get together, man, that's how it
When we
be.
linked up, serious stuff.